Have you ever watched someone glide through the airport like they belong in a travel commercial? No fumbling, no stress, just cool, confident, and somehow untouched by the chaos of a red-eye flight. Meanwhile, you're wrestling with your boots like it's an Olympic sport, and that cozy hoodie? It's turning into your own personal sauna by the minute. I've been that person on both sides of the fence. And I've learned one thing after too many flights and way too many outfit regrets. What you wear to the airport sets the tone for your entire trip. It affects how smoothly you get through security, how comfortable you are in that middle seat, and even how people treat you when you land. So if you've been forced to choose between looking good or feeling good, maybe it's time to stop settling. Here's something nobody tells you until you've suffered through a 5-hour flight in stiff denim. Your body actually expands in the air. It's not dramatic, but it's just enough to make those cute high-waisted jeans feel like a terrible decision by hour 2. That's why every frequent flyer I know swears by pants with some stretch. I don't mean sloppy sweatpants. I'm talking about soft, structured styles that move with you. Think joggers with a tapered leg, ponte knit trousers that look polished, or even high-quality leggings with pockets and seams that look like dress pants. Brands like Vori or Athleta make pants built exactly for this. They're stretchy, stylish, and made to move. But this isn't just about comfort, it's about being practical. They're easy to sit in, easy to sleep in, and easy to sprint through the terminal in when your next gate is 5 gates away and you only have 9 minutes to make it. And the best part? No belt. No waistband digging into you, no drama in the security line. Comfort and style are not enemies. You just need pants that are ready to work. If airplane cabins are good at one thing, it's being wildly inconsistent with temperature. One row is freezing and the next feels like you're sitting in a toaster. That's why your top needs to do double duty. Natural fabrics like cotton, linen, or bamboo are your best friend. They let your skin breathe, they wick away sweat, and they don't cling when the air gets stuffy. You want something that keeps you cool while you're waiting in line, but also keeps you warm under that air conditioning vent that's somehow aimed directly at your seat. Breathable doesn't have to mean baggy though. A well-fitted t-shirt or a lightweight long-sleeve shirt can still look sharp. A Pima cotton crew neck is one of my personal go-tos. Brands like Buck Mason or Everlane make great ones with clean fits and a nice drape, so you don't have to worry about them becoming see-through mid-flight. And try to skip flashy metal zippers or giant buttons. It's not just about comfort. Those things love to set off the security scanners. And that means more pat-downs and less time to grab a coffee. Let's be real. Airplane temperatures are completely unpredictable. One minute you're sweating your way through the security line, and the next you're shivering in your seat because someone near the window turned their air vent to full blast. This is where a good layer saves the day. A lightweight cardigan, a soft zip-up hoodie, or even a thin travel jacket. These aren't just cozy extras. They are your personal thermostat for the flight. They're easy to put on, easy to take off, and much better than freezing in a tank top for 3 hours straight. Plus, wearing your outer layer instead of packing it saves valuable space in your carry-on. That isn't a style tip, that's a survival tactic. Especially when you're dealing with budget airlines and their strict rules about personal items. And if you're flying in the middle of summer, still bring a layer. Airplane cabins don't care what the weather is like outside. They play by their own rules. I usually go with a lightweight zip-up or a travel jacket like the kind Uniqlo makes. They pack down small, keep you warm, and don't get wrinkled when you stuff them in your bag. They may not look glamorous, and they're probably not trending on Instagram. But if you've ever landed with swollen ankles or that weird heavy leg feeling, you already know that compression socks are a total game changer. Sitting still for hours really messes with your circulation, especially in those tight airplane seats where you can't stretch your legs out. Compression socks help keep your blood flowing, they reduce swelling, and they can even lower your risk of deep vein thrombosis. Yes, that's real health stuff, not just a comfort hack. And the best part? They've had a major style upgrade. You can now find them in fun patterns, bold colors, and even neutral tones that are ready for the office. So you're not giving up style. You're just making sure your legs feel great when you finally stand up to grab your bag. Here's a pro tip. Put them on before you get to the airport. Trying to wiggle into a pair mid-flight in row 27C is definitely not a good time. You might not think twice about your choice of shoes until you're in the security line, hopping on one foot, trying to yank off a stubborn boot while juggling your laptop and a bin full of liquids. The smart choice is always a pair of shoes that slide off fast and slip back on even faster. You want something that won't trip you up during that mad dash to the gate. Think sleek sneakers, soft loafers, or flexible flats. Anything you can move in without a struggle. Avoid stilettos, heavy boots, or anything that requires lacing, buckling, or forcing you to apologize to the people waiting behind you. And please, do not wear flip-flops. The only thing worse than walking barefoot on an airport floor is walking barefoot into an airplane bathroom. Great travel shoes aren't just about comfort, they're about survival. Your feet will thank you for it, and so will everyone behind you in the security line. Don't let anyone tell you that dresses aren't for flying. The right one can be your airport superpower. It's one single piece, which means zero stress about coordinating an outfit. And you can look totally chic from the departure gate to your final destination. But not all dresses are created equal for travel. Leave the tight mini dresses and stiff fabrics at home. What you really want is something stretchy, breathable, and long enough that you don't have to constantly adjust it every time you sit down. Think about soft midi dresses made from knit or athleisure materials. They're easy to move in, they resist wrinkles, and they look polished without a lot of effort. Some brands make these perfectly. The kind of dress that feels like pajamas but looks ready for the airport lounge. And if it still works when you land, even better. You can just throw on a jacket, swap your shoes, and you're ready to head straight to dinner with no outfit change required. It's the easiest outfit you'll ever wear at 30,000 feet. And having no waistband digging into your stomach mid-flight, that's always a win. Comfort is the goal, but let's not cross the line into that just rolled out of bed look. Loungewear has come a long way. A matching set in a neutral tone made of soft cotton or modal with a flattering fit? That's both cozy and put together. You get all the comfort of your favorite sweatpants, but you don't look like you forgot what day it is. The trick is to treat it like a real outfit, a coordinated top and bottom. No cartoon prints, no oversized college hoodie from 2012. Just something that says, I'm here to relax. But I still know how to dress myself. Brands like Vori, Aritzia, or even Target make cozy sets that do this really well. Clean silhouettes, soft fabric, and nothing that screams Netflix and cereal. And yes, you can absolutely wear this through the security checkpoint, sleep in it mid-flight, and walk into your hotel lobby without raising a single eyebrow. That's what we call traveling smart. Your bag is the first thing people see when you walk through the terminal. And if you're rocking a sleek outfit but carrying an old gym duffel with a broken zipper, well, it shows. You don't need a designer tote bag, just something structured, sturdy, and smart. Something like a weekend bag from Bays or a carry-all from Dagny Dover, organized, sleek, and built for the chaos of the overhead bin. Look for water-resistant fabric, a secure top closure, and enough compartments to keep your things organized, so you're not digging around like you're on a treasure hunt. And here's the most important part. It has to fit under the seat in front of you. No exceptions. The last thing you want is to be fighting for overhead bin space because your personal item is basically a weekend bag in disguise. A polished carry-on doesn't just make you look more put together. It saves you time, stress, and a lot of awkward apologies in the boarding line. A little sparkle can pull an outfit together, right up until it pulls you aside for a secondary screening. I once thought I was being clever by wearing layered necklaces through security. They looked great, until the scanner beeped. I then spent the next 5 minutes untangling a knot the size of a hamster while the security agent just stood there, waiting. It was not my best moment. The truth is, even tiny accessories can trigger the scanner, especially if you're wearing several of them. Rings, earrings, bracelets. If you stack them up, you could suddenly be the reason the line has stopped moving. Here's the easy fix. Keep it simple. Stick to stud earrings or a delicate chain. Nothing you can't take off quickly if asked. Or better yet, pack your jewelry and put it on after you get through security. You'll save yourself the hassle and your dignity. Because the only thing worse than juggling your laptop, your shoes, and a half-open toiletry bag is trying to unhook a necklace while apologizing to 12 people behind you. Not all hoodies are created equal, especially at 35,000 feet. A good travel hoodie isn't just about warmth. It's your personal blackout curtain, noise buffer, and headrest cover all in one. Pull that hood up, tuck in your earbuds, lean back, and just like that, the crying baby in row 14 doesn't seem so loud anymore. The key is to go for something soft, fitted, and sleek. Not the giant logo hoodie you wear to walk the dog. Think neutral colors and a fabric that holds its shape after hours in a cramped seat. Some hoodies hit that sweet spot of being comfortable enough to sleep in, but sharp enough to walk through the lounge without looking like you got lost on the way to the gym. If you're not the type to wear scarves or shawls, a hoodie is your no-fuss layer that does it all, without making you look like you're headed to a college dorm. Here's something most people don't pack, but once you try it, you'll never fly without it again. A pair of lightweight slippers or thick, cozy socks. Because let's face it, at some point, you're going to want to kick your shoes off mid-flight. But walking around in your regular socks? That's a risky move, especially if you ever have to step into that tiny airplane bathroom. We all know that's not just water on the floor. A compact pair of travel slippers with a rubber sole keeps your feet warm, clean, and off any questionable surfaces. And when it's time to nap, pull on those warm socks, and you've basically recreated a first-class vibe minus the price tag. It's a small luxury, but on a long-haul flight, it makes a big difference. It's the layer no one sees, but trust me, if you get it wrong, you'll feel it for the entire flight. Bands that are too tight, seams that are itchy, or bras that dig into your ribs, that's a recipe for 5 hours of low-key misery. And when your body is already adjusting to the altitude, the pressure, and the dry cabin air, the last thing you need is discomfort coming from your undergarments. Go for breathable fabrics like cotton or bamboo blends. Choose underwear that doesn't roll, pinch, or require constant adjustment. And for bras, wireless styles or soft bralettes win every time. They offer support without feeling like they're suffocating you. Because once you're wedged between two strangers at cruising altitude, comfort becomes non-negotiable. And good underwear? That's your foundation for a stress-free flight. Most of us dress for either comfort or style when we fly. But here's a curveball. Have you ever thought about safety? In the rare case of an onboard fire, from an overheating battery pack or an electrical issue, the fabric you're wearing can make a difference. Synthetic materials like polyester or nylon don't just catch fire, they melt right into your skin. That's not ideal when you're trying to evacuate a plane. Natural fibers like cotton, bamboo, or wool don't melt. They breathe better, they feel better, and they give you an extra layer of protection you didn't even know you needed. You don't have to dress like a firefighter to be smart about it. But if you're choosing between a flowy polyester top and a cotton t-shirt, pick the one that won't turn into plastic wrap in a worst-case scenario. We've all seen it. A graphic t-shirt with a bold joke, a sarcastic slogan, or something that makes you do a double take. Funny? Maybe. But on a flight packed with strangers, gate agents, and airline policies, it might not land the way you think. Airlines have the right to deny boarding if they consider your clothing to be disruptive or inappropriate. And no, there's no official list of what that means. You're rolling the dice on how someone is going to interpret your shirt. You don't want to be the person arguing about freedom of expression while the plane boards without you. So before you throw on that edgy print or novelty tee, ask yourself, would I wear this to a job interview or to meet someone's grandmother? If the answer is no, maybe save it for after you land. Travel days are stressful enough. Don't let your outfit be the reason you miss takeoff. Let's face it, where you're going, how long you'll be in the air, and why you're flying all shape what you should be wearing. A red-eye flight across the Atlantic is not the time for the same outfit you'd wear for a Monday morning flight to a client meeting. And landing in 90-degree heat is completely different from walking out into a snowstorm in Reykjavik. So here's how to match your outfit to your flight and still look like you have it all figured out. For long-haul flights, dress to sleep. When you're crossing time zones, comfort isn't optional, it's a strategy. Layer up with soft joggers, a hoodie, and compression socks. Add a scarf or a thin blanket that can double as warmth or a pillow. Slippers help too. You're not trying to impress anyone, you're trying to survive 12 hours in a metal tube. For business travel, you want to arrive ready. You might not be in a suit, but you still need to look sharp. Go for wrinkle-resistant shirts, pants made from technical fabrics, and structured jackets that breathe. Some brands make clothes that are office-ready without feeling stuffy. And you'll thank yourself when your hotel room isn't ready and you have a meeting in 20 minutes. For cold destinations, you need to layer smartly. Wearing a parka on the plane is a bad idea. Instead, build your layers. A hoodie, a base layer, and maybe a packable puffer jacket. Gloves and a beanie take up almost no space but make a huge difference when the jet bridge feels like the Arctic. And yes, you can roll up that puffer jacket and use it as a neck pillow. For hot climates, stay cool but stay covered. Shorts and tank tops might seem smart, but once you sit down, you're dealing with sticky skin, sunburn, and direct contact with mystery grime on the seat. Go with breathable coverage. Linen shirts, loose cotton pants, or flowy dresses. Athleisure works too, as long as it's light and not clingy. And if you're heading to culturally sensitive destinations, cover up with confidence. Places like Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Qatar, India, or Morocco have different expectations for dress. It's not just about the temperature, it's about respect. Avoid shorts, crop tops, or anything sheer. Long sleeves, full-length pants or skirts, and breathable fabrics are your best bet. You don't need to be covered from head to toe, but arriving modestly dressed avoids awkward stares and shows you did your homework. Plus, if you're already layered for modesty, you're protected from the cabin chills too. It's a win-win. Traveling smart doesn't mean sacrificing style or stuffing yourself into shapewear just to look put together. The best airport outfits move with you, not against you. They get you through security faster, help you breathe easier mid-flight, and let you arrive feeling like the best version of yourself, not the crumpled, overheated one. Have you ever worn jeans on a red-eye flight and instantly regretted it? Yeah, I've been there. So tell me, what's your go-to travel outfit? Drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for new hacks that make flying feel just a little less chaotic. If this gave you even one idea, one swap, or one reason to ditch the stilettos at the gate, hit like, subscribe, or send it to that one friend who still shows up to security in a head-to-toe metal outfit. We all have one. And no, they're not changing anytime soon. See you in the boarding zone.